everyone. My name is Pam Nacpil, and this is The Moving Truth with Pam. Today, we have a couple from India. And I've been following this guy on Facebook. We're not friends yet, but I've been seeing this guy on Facebook, and I'm saying, wow, he's doing a lot of things too, like me. So I was thinking, hey, maybe I'd reach out and see if we can share stories. So I'd like for them to introduce themselves. Please, Brijesh and Heena.
Thank you so much, Pam, for inviting us. About me, I'm an instructor at community college.
Wow.
And started my journey as an international student, and now I'm mentoring international student finding their feet on the ground, and that's about me.
Giving back. How about the beautiful wife?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. I'm Heena, and I'm a hairdresser, and I married him 2017, and I came here in Canada like 2021. Yeah. And
Did you go first?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get to the story a bit.
So
Go ahead. No. Please.
Yeah, I came as a spouse, and my husband was an international student. Yeah.
And so the baby was born here?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
okay. Let's stop there. Let's get back to where you were before Canada. So, what was the process? I mean, you're from India. What were you doing in India, Brijesh?
Yeah, so we have a family business.
Okay.
So we do diamond tradings and polishing.
Diamond trading and polishing. We need to talk to him after.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then what else were you doing?
So apart from that, I did my master's in computer application, and I started my career with JP Morgan and Chase. So I was working with JP Morgan alongside I was managing my business too.
Wow.
So that's what I was doing.
Very busy. And in the meantime, what were you doing, Heena? Were you together then? Not yet?
No.
Oh, okay. So what were you doing in India before
So I was.
Brijesh happened?
Yeah, I was just a housewife, like managing family, and yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. So
Wow.
before you were so busy, family business, JP Morgan. What made you decide, hey, I'm gonna pack up and look at going somewhere else with a very similar weather in India?
Yeah.
So what happened? Tell me about what was the aha moment for you to decide?
So while I was working with JP Morgan and Chase, I had to work with my colleagues abroad.
Okay.
And the thing was I had to start at that time. So meaning my job was starting at 1 o'clock at afternoon and was
Okay.
finishing at 10. It was very good opportunity. I was working well and everything was like that. But the two things I hate about being there was traffic. Every day I was spending almost 3 hours of my life in traffic. And when my colleagues share some story about how they reach in 5 to 10 minutes, and that was something amazed me. I said, wow, I need that life.
Did you believe that? I mean, I was like, really now? 10 minutes? You're at work?
Yes.
It's true. Okay. So you were thinking that traffic was one of my number one reasons why
Yeah.
I left our
Absolutely.
home country, the Philippines. So what was the other reason?
Yeah, so, and the second was work-life balance. That was something I was missing, apart from business, job, and there was a lot of time I have to devote towards social aspect. And that is not bad, but when it's exerted, it difficult, right? So I thought of, let me find some place where I can go and get those things which I was missing.
Okay. So why Canada? And more specifically, after why Canada, why Moncton? I never knew Moncton existed before we
Yeah.
found a job here.
So then I started my research. I love to do research before moving to anywhere. And I was confused between Germany and Canada, to be honest.
Germany and Canada.
Yes.
Okay. Slightly near each other.
And then I was one important factor was language. I was more
Okay.
comfortable towards English. But on the other hand, there was 40 country I can travel through Germany.
Yes.
That was in my mind. And then I thought of, if she's also joining me, then it should be easier for my family to, integrate to a community where
To
we know the
settle.
language.
Yeah.
And second, the immigration policy was friendly. Like with the Canada, it's you need a status in a country,
Yeah.
and that was immigration policy about Canada was something you work towards it and you get that, so you have feet on the ground, and that's why I choose Canada. Coming back to the
Mountains.
Moncton point, so while I was preparing, I was also teaching in an institute over there, just
Okay.
as a part time. That's my hobby.
You're not too busy, huh?
Yeah. So, Crandall representative, they visited our office.
Okay.
They talk about, Moncton and New Brunswick. It's an emerging town, very small.
So Crandall went
Yeah.
to where you were
Yes.
teaching.
Yes.
Okay, that's a new one for me. I didn't realize they did outreach sessions like that.
Oh yes, yes, it was wonderful, and they told me the one good thing that struck my mind: people are very friendly, lovely, and that is something I love. I like to be where where the people are welcoming,
Yeah,
and
yeah, true.
that was the another reason.
You thought, okay, Crandall can be it, Moncton can be it.
Yes.
And the journey's not easy, right? So people think that, you suddenly up and leave everything behind. What did you have to prepare for to get to be here? Because going as an international student is not exactly inexpensive, not cheap. So what were the things you had to prepare for?
First of all, finances.
Yeah.
That you need a lot of money, and the tuition fee were not cheaper. The second thing is I have to start from scratch. If you are moving to a new country, so to forget about the things I achieved or did and just start from scratch. So mental toughness was the first thing. I was preparing myself. Whatever I have to do, I have to do, and that's how.
How did you feel about, was it a common decision to move, or did Brijesh say, okay, let's go?
No, it was a common decision. Yeah, but it's like difficult. Like he came alone, like as an international student, and I was there 1.5 years, so
Ooh.
he isolated here.
And I think you might have come during, was it COVID times?
Yeah,
Just
it was
before
the
the
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
because we can
before
still
the
go
COVID.
to your.
Yes.
Okay, so before COVID, how did that make you feel? I mean, at least you were settled a bit. Your classes would have started, but how
Yes.
did it feel having your wife all the way back in India and
Yeah.
you alone here? How was that for you?
It was very challenging, to be honest. I was very spoiled. I never cooked in my life.
Yeah, he had to cook.
So first thing I have to, have to cook for myself. That was a hard learning.
Okay.
And then I understood, okay, how she is going through that every day.
Yeah.
And
Husbands, take note. Maybe it's time for us wives to go a bit
Yeah.
somewhere, right?
And time difference, like when here is a night, there is a day.
Yeah.
We
it's-
can't like talk along.
it's it's difficult for both of us to maintain that relationship. And she was stuck because of the COVID. Like
Everything was
go.
closed. Yeah,
Oh.
everything was closed. Like VFS was closed. Yeah.
for her application, it was almost 15, 16 months.
Wow.
Yeah. It took-
we
And you
waiting
were
for that.
here separated.
Yeah.
I think that's also one thing that most people don't understand is the sacrifices you make
Yeah.
to get things done, right? I mean, of course it was, why did you not go together? Is there any reason why Heena was left back in India? I just want to tell people what goes into our minds when we move.
Yeah, sometimes it's when you approach consultants and think about it, they always tell go first, establish yourself first, and then bring your family.
Yeah.
It will be an easier option. But once I landed here, I find it's always easier when you come together, because then you have a support and situation and stuff like that. So whenever I do any advising, I always tell people come together.
Come together.
Together.
Yes.
And I understand this. We had the consultants as well moving here, and they said, just go first. You and your husband go first, settle down and we left our kids back home.
Oh.
It was so painful.
Yeah,
It's hard to
painful.
imagine.
And the applications were declined
Yeah.
first time. So it's
Oh.
like, are we going to stay here? Are we going to even consider doing this? So that's a good point. You know, when you two decide to move together, move to another
Yeah.
place, together is better.
Yeah, absolutely, always. Then you share the journey together.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
it becomes easier.
I know. I can understand and know how you feel. So when you were preparing, did people say, guys, what are you doing? You have a master's degree in information technology, right?
Yeah.
Why are you studying again? Why are you going to another country and starting again? Did you not hear these things?
It's the same thing. My father, like, you have a family business, you have
Yeah.
a job, like what you don't have here.
Yeah.
And my answer was, I need some challenge in my life, and that's why
That
I
was
wanted
not
to-
enough challenge for you.
Yes.
So
Right.
you had those things. You had
Yes.
people telling you not to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And once I come here, I settle. Now my parents are happy. They visited me last year. They are coming back again in May. So, yeah.
We heard those same comments saying,
Yeah.
you were good here. Why do you need to do this? I don't know. There's something inside you that says it's time to get out of your comfort zone again and
Yeah.
do something else, right? Okay, so landing here, how did it feel being alone? I know it's sad and everything, but like, did community mean something for you doing this immigration journey alone for the first 1-2 years?
Yeah, it was difficult, tough, and in terms of when I came here, I didn't have many connection.
Okay.
Through Facebook, I found one common connection. He doesn't have any room, but I requested him, let us in,
Oh wow.
stay for 1 week, and at that arrangement I did. He
Yeah.
said, I don't have a bed. I said, okay, I can sleep on the floor.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
worry. I was
You know,
I
so-
was preparing for everything. That was
Really? So you
And
did
it was
that?
a winter time.
yeah, and
In
just landed on
January.
1st of January actually.
Yeah, it was.
And
Why do immigrants travel during winter? I think we need to do some more orientation on that.
Yeah.
June is the best time to get
Yeah.
here.
absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
you were doing all this. So at that moment, did you not think, why am I doing this?
Yeah, like I never came across the second thought because I decided all that together, home country, that I'm not gonna leave everything and gonna come back once I move to Canada.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So while studying, were you working at all? Because some of the international students do work.
Yeah.
Because you have to provide your tuition, you have to provide, I think, even banked finances, right, that you don't touch as a student.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and you live with someone for a week on the floor. How did it progress? Did you have to work? What ways did you find a route to find your own place? Did you find your own place?
Yes, we did. And then I have my friends with me, so we were 5 together, and then.
So it was a dorm again,
Yes,
dorm life again.
Absolutely. And so I started looking for some survival jobs, and it was January. And in January, it's obviously the business are slow, and it
True.
becomes difficult. So I got an opportunity with Indigo Parking,
Okay.
not too far from here, and there was a hockey match, and I have to take care of the parking arrangement outside, and that was.
January.
Yes,
First
absolutely.
time in the snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And lucky me, it was one of the coldest night of the year. So,
You have perfect timing. I see that.
absolutely, absolutely. And my supervisor actually told me that you need to layer out 6-7 clothes and put a winter jacket and please come prepare. But me, like, oh, no worries, I can
be
manage.
okay.
I will
Yeah,
manage,
yeah.
yeah.
That 4 hour taught me everything. I was, that
You needed to know about winter, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But did you find work outside of that? I mean, later on.
Yeah, and that 4 hour taught me that, I need to do something better for myself. I'm not here for this. So, luckily next week I got a job at Walmart. But again, as I said,
Totally
survival
different.
jobs is good, but it's totally different from what I was doing back home.
Yeah.
And I always had a business motivation in my mind, and so I started a startup with my friends.
Oh, wow.
It's called as a at doorstep delivery at that point of time, and we started doing deliveries and stuff. But I was feeling satisfied because it was on what my business that I was working on,
Okay.
and that's where I started finding my feet.
Is this business still going on?
Yeah, so currently we stopped the retail business, but we do work with a couple of business, and it is still going on.
Wow, wow. Sometimes in desperation,
Yeah.
good things come out, right?
Yes, yes.
Good
Yes.
things come out. So when you got here, how was the environment from you? You were living with 5 guys.
Yes.
So when you got here, what happened? Did you
Oh.
have to find a place for yourself?
No, that time we were living at 12 or 13 people in one house.
Wow.
So
Must be a party every night.
Oh,
So
yes.
me as a person, like what I went through, I didn't want it anybody else,
Yeah.
going through the same process. So it was a 5-bedroom hall kitchen house that I found, and then anybody calls me, hey, I need some
Okay,
place
come here,
for me.
welcome. He
Okay,
is
you're
always
welcome.
welcoming.
Make yourself home, have food. Like it was the process.
That's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
always a good thing. Sometimes we went through it, we know what happened to us, so it's time to give back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are you doing now? So you're now at the NBCC, right? As
Yes.
an instructor. What do you teach?
I teach IT business analysis course.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
It is great. From last 3 years, I've been with NBCC. I love my students, and all those are, following they are following their journey to establish in Canada. So which helped me that I'm very close to the what I did in the
Yeah.
past. So yeah. I'm
And you
learning.
understand their journey,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But how do you think now about what's happening with immigration? I know immigration slowing a lot. Not many students are coming in.
Yeah.
As a student yourself, how do you feel about all these changes happening?
I think in terms of the immigration, we can do better. And in fact, I did after this, I did again post-graduation with Queen's University, immigration diploma.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Did you finish it?
Yes.
Oh, we should have been classmates. I was thinking of doing that.
Please.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. So, what we can do better in terms of, we know exactly where we need help. So we should have, designed a policy where actually a person coming from outside can fit, The frequent changes of immigration policy impact a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like for an example, myself, I came here to establish myself.
Mhm.
I came as an international student, and I know my path towards the permanent residency, right?
Yeah.
And I followed exactly, and I got that what I want. But now, imagine the student who comes 2 years
Yeah.
back. For them, the journey is totally different now,
Very different.
and that
Very different.
put a lot of stress.
I know. But, then we will get information that says, as a student, you're supposed to leave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but see, it's a pathway. It's really a pathway that's been sold,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Definitely. So coming here, what made you decide you wanted to be a hairstylist and suddenly in the beauty field, Heena?
No, I have always the passion to do the hair.
Wow.
So, but moving here, it's give me the opportunity to my passion into in career.
Wow.
So yeah,
Are you enjoying it?
yeah, I love it what I do.
So do you have clients who are non-Indians as well?
Oh, I have all the clients. I have Arabian or
Wow.
Asian, European. Yeah.
Wow. I love the beauty industry.
Oh, I love.
One of these days, so many things I want to do. My children will say, stop. Okay, what do you miss most about home?
The one thing is my family, for sure. We are very close family. We live
How many siblings?
one brother.
One brother. Okay.
He's
He's not thought about coming here?
no. he, he will never come here. He come from vacation maybe.
But he's going to be doing the business.
Yes, he's gonna be doing the
How
business.
about you? How many siblings are you? How many?
So we are I have 2 sisters,
Okay.
one brother, and I have only one sister in India. We totally are here.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're all in Moncton.
One is in Ontario. She married Ontario, and
Okay.
my brother is with me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
So outside of missing family, what else do you miss?
Another thing is my festivals. You know,
Yeah, like culture.
like culture. Yeah, we have very diverse culture in India, and it was a choice that I made that to come here, and but I really miss culture, festival, and all those
But
things.
I see the Indian community growing very much,
Yes.
and I see the festivities. That's why there was an Asian Heritage presentation 2 years ago, and India was chair. It's like, how many dances can you possibly have? And then, when you get to realize that India is not just one country, it's several
Province.
ethnicities,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And different dances and different kind of celebrations.
Yes.
So in fact, I'm a vice president of our Gujarati Society of
Oh,
Muslims. We call
there's a
Muslims.
Gujarat Association.
Yes,
There's an
yes.
Indo.
Yes.
Canada,
Canada
We
Association.
work under
Okay,
Indo-Canada
okay.
Association. So we celebrate a dance festival at Collegium for
Okay.
3 nights or 2 nights
Oh my
every
gosh.
October.
All the dancing.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
All the
It's
dancing.
Start at 8 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the midnight.
And I think it's growing,
Yes,
I
it's
think you
growing.
can bring the festivities here, as well as enjoy the Canadian festivities
Oh,
that we now
absolutely.
experience.
Absolutely.
For my last question, would you go back? Would you change anything that has happened to you, given what you were there in India and what you had to go through to where you are right now?
See, for me, life is always a puzzle. You never know where you're gonna land next. But I'm very flexible in terms of moving out anywhere or going anywhere. But right now, I have established myself here in terms of the family-wise, business-wise, and career-wise, and I love here. She loves here,
Yeah.
so I think no.
So Moncton is home for you
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
home.
Yes.
So the idea is to really take roots,
Yes.
everything. So are you happy here?
Oh yes.
Very?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
yeah.
love here.
We love here. We get our family time. We get nice nature. Clean water, no pollution.
So thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. I love the tips that you gave, and I love that you're giving back to the community once more. Appreciate you being here, guys.
Thank you.
so
Thank you
Thank
so
ma'am.
much.
With that, thank you for joining us for the Moving Truth with Pam, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.